someone more like me. Not only in love.
Hey viewers, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about Gwen Stefani, American singer, songwriter, actress, and record producer. His life, his career, his lifestyle. Gwen Stefani, born October 3, 1969, is an American singer, songwriter, actress, and record producer. She is a co-founder and the lead vocalist of the band No Doubt, whose singles include Just a Girl, Spiderwebs, and Don't Speak, from their 1995 breakthrough studio album Tragic Kingdom, as well as Hey Baby and It's My Life from later albums. During the band's hiatus, Stefani embarked on a solo pop career in 2004 by releasing her debut studio album Love, Angel, Music, Baby. Inspired by pop music from the 1980s, the album was a critical and commercial success. It spawned 6 singles, including What You Waiting For, Rich Girl, Hollaback Girl, and Cool. Hollaback Girl reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart while also becoming the first US download to sell 1 million copies. In 2006, Stefani released her second studio album, The Sweet Escape. Among the singles were Wind It Up and The Sweet Escape, the latter of which was number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 year-end chart of 2007. Her third solo album, This Is What the Truth Feels Like, 2016, was her first solo album to reach number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart. Stefani has won 3 Grammy Awards. As a solo artist, she has received an American Music Award, Brit Award, World Music Award, and 2 Billboard Music Awards. In 2003, she debuted her clothing line LAMB and expanded her collection with the 2005 Harajuku Lovers line, inspired by Japanese culture and fashion. During this time, Stefani performed and made public appearances with 4 backup dancers known as the Harajuku Girls. She was married to British musician Gavin Rossdale from 2002 to 2016 and they have 3 sons. Billboard magazine ranked Stefani the 54th most successful artist and 37th most successful Hot 100 artist of the 2000 to 2009 decade. VH1 ranked her 13th on their 100 Greatest Women in Music list in 2012. Including her work with No Doubt, Stefani has sold more than 30 million albums worldwide. Early life. Gwen Stefani was born on October 3, 1969, in Fullerton, California, and raised Catholic in nearby Anaheim, California. She was named after a stewardess in the 1968 Naval Airport, and her middle name, Renee, comes from the Four Tops' 1968 cover of the Left Bank's 1966 song Walk Away Renee. Her father, Dennis Stefani, is Italian-American and worked as a Yamaha marketing executive. Her mother, Patty née Flynn, worked as an accountant before becoming a housewife. Stefani's parents were fans of folk music and exposed her to music by artists like Bob Dylan and Emmylou Harris. Stefani has 2 younger siblings, Jill and Todd, and an older brother, Eric. Eric was the keyboardist for No Doubt before leaving the band to pursue a career in animation on The Simpsons. She worked at ice cream parlor Dairy Queen. Career 1986 to 2004, No Doubt. Her brother Eric introduced Gwen to two-tone music by Madness and the Selector and, in 1986, he invited her to provide vocals for No Doubt, a ska band he was forming. In 1991 the band signed to Interscope Records. The band released its self-titled debut album in 1992, but its ska pop sound was unsuccessful due to the popularity of grunge. Before the mainstream success of both No Doubt and Sublime, Stefani contributed guest vocals to Saw Red on Sublime's 1994 album Robin the Hood. Stefani rejected the aggressiveness of female grunge artists and cited Blondie singer Debbie Harry's combination of power and sex appeal as a major influence. No Doubt's third album, Tragic Kingdom, 1995, which followed the self-released The Beacon Street Collection, 1995, took more than 3 years to make. 5 singles were released from Tragic Kingdom, including Don't Speak, which led the Hot 100 airplay year-end chart of 1997. Stefani left college for 1 semester to tour for Tragic Kingdom but did not return when touring lasted 2.5 years. The album was nominated for a Grammy and sold more than 16 million copies worldwide by 2004. In late 2000, Rolling Stone magazine named her the Queen of Confessional Pop. During the time when No Doubt was receiving mainstream success, Stefani collaborated on the singles You're the Boss with the Brian Setzer Orchestra, Southside with Moby, and Let Me Blow Your Mind with Eve. No Doubt released the less popular Return of Saturn in 2000, which expanded upon the new wave influences of Tragic Kingdom. Most of the lyrical content focused on Stefani's often rocky relationship with then Bush frontman Gavin Rossdale and her insecurities, including indecision on settling down and having a child. The band's 2001 album, Rock Steady, explored more reggae and dancehall sounds, while maintaining the band's new wave influences. The album generated career-highest singles chart positions in the United States, and Hey Baby and Underneath It All received Grammy Awards. A Greatest Hits collection, the singles 1992 to 2003, which includes a cover of Talk Talks It's My Life, was released in 2003. In 2002, Gwen Stefani won a Grammy Award for Best Rap/Sung Collaboration for Let Me Blow Your Mind. 2004 to 2006, Love. Angel. Music. Baby. And film debut. Stefani's debut solo album Love. Angel. Music. Baby. Was released on November 12, 2004. The album features several collaborations with producers and other artists, including Tony Kanal, Tom Rothrock, Linda Perry, Andre 3000, Nelly Hooper, The Neptunes and New Order. Stefani created the album to modernize the music to which she listened when in high school, and LAMB takes influence from a variety of music styles of the 1980s and early 1990s such as new wave, synth pop, and electro. Stefani's decision to use her solo career as an opportunity to delve further into pop music instead of trying to convince the world of her talent, depth, and artistic worth was considered unusual. The album was described as fun as hell but not exactly rife with subversive social commentary. The album debuted on the US Billboard 200 albums chart at number 7, selling 309,000 copies in its first week. LAMB reached multi-platinum status in the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, and Canada. The first single from the album was What You Waiting For, which debuted atop the ARIA Singles Chart, charted at number 47 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and reached the top 10 on most other charts. The song served to explain why Stefani produced a solo album and discusses her fears in leaving No Doubt for a solo career as well as her desire to have a baby. Rich Girl was released as the album's second single. A duet with rapper Eve, and produced by Dr. Dre, it is an adaptation of a 1990s pop song by British musicians Lauchi Lu and Michie One, which itself is a very loose cover lyrically but closer melodically of If I Were a Rich Man, from the musical Fiddler on the Roof. Rich Girl reached the US and UK top 10. The album's third single Hollaback Girl became Stefani's first US and second Australian number 1 single, it reached top 10 elsewhere. The song was the first US music download to sell more than 1 million copies, and its brass-driven composition remained popular throughout 2005. The fourth single Cool was released shortly following the popularity of its predecessor, reaching the top 20 in US and UK. The song's lyrics and its accompanying music video, filmed on Lake Como, depict Stefani's former relationship with Kanal. Luxurious was released as the album's fifth single, but did not perform as well as its predecessors. Crash was released in January 2006 as the album's sixth single in lieu of Love. Angel. Music. Baby's sequel, which Stefani postponed because of her pregnancy. Stefani showed interest in making film appearances and began auditioning for films such as Mr. and Mrs. Smith. She made her film debut playing Jean Harlow in Martin Scorsese's The Aviator in 2004. Scorsese, whose daughter was a No Doubt fan, showed reciprocal interest in casting Stefani after seeing her picture from a Marilyn Monroe-inspired photoshoot for Teen Vogue in 2003. To prepare for the role, Stefani read 2 biographies and watched 18 of Harlow's films. Shooting her part took 4 to 5 days, and Stefani had few lines. Stefani lent her voice to the title character of the 2004 video game Malice, but the company opted not to use No Doubt band members' voices. 2006 to 2013, The Sweet Escape and Return to No Doubt. Stefani's second studio album, The Sweet Escape, was released on December 1, 2006. Stefani continued work with Kanal, Perry, and the Neptunes, along with Akon and Tim Rice-Oxley from English rock band Keane. The album focuses more heavily on electronic and dance music for clubs than its predecessor. Its release coincided with the DVD release of Stefani's first tour, entitled Harajuku Lovers Live. Sia Michelle wrote that it has a surprisingly moody, lightly autobiographical feel, but Stefani isn't convincing as a dissatisfied diva, and Rob Sheffield called the album a hasty return that repeats love. Angel. Music. Baby. With less energy. Wind It Up, the album's lead single, used yodeling and an interpolation of the sound of music, and peaked in the top 10 in the US and the UK. The title track reached the top 10 in over 15 nations, including number 2 peaks in the US, Australia, and the UK. To promote The Sweet Escape, Stefani was a mentor on the 6th season of American Idol and performed the song with Akon. The song earned her a Grammy Award nomination for Best Pop Collaboration with Vocals. 3 more singles were released from the album: For in the Morning, Now That You Got It, which featured Damian Marley, and Early Winter. To promote the album, Stefani embarked on a worldwide tour, the Sweet Escape Tour, which covered North America, Europe, Asia, and the Pacific and part of Latin America. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly on June 6, 2011, Stefani stated that she had no plans to continue work as a solo artist. With Stefani promoting The Sweet Escape, No Doubt began work on a new album without her and planned to complete it after Stefani's The Sweet Escape tour was finished. In March 2008, the band started making posts concerning the progression of the album on their official fan forum. Stefani made a post on March 28, 2008 stating that songwriting had commenced but was slow on her end because she was pregnant with her second child. The singles 1992 to 2003 became available on December 9, 2008 for the video game Rock Band 2. Adrian Young played drums on Scott Weiland's album Happy in Galoshes. No Doubt headlined the Bamboozle 2009 festival in May 2009, along with Fall Out Boy. The band completed a national tour in mid-2009. The new album Push and Shove was released on September 25, preceded by the first single, Settle Down, on July 16. The music video for Settle Down was directed by Sophie Muller, who has previously directed numerous music videos for No Doubt. Also around this time, No Doubt were guest mentors for the UK version of The X Factor. Settle Down peaked at 34 on the Billboard Hot 100, with the album peaking at number 3 on the US Billboard 200. On November 3, 2012, the band pulled its music video Looking Hot from the internet after receiving complaints that it was insensitive towards Native Americans. 2014 to 2016, The Voice and This Is What the Truth Feels Like. On April 12, 2014, Stefani made a surprise appearance at the Coachella Festival, where she joined Pharrell Williams on stage during his set to perform Hollaback Girl. On April 29, it was officially confirmed that Stefani would join the 7th season of The Voice as a coach, replacing Christina Aguilera. 9 years after the previous time, she attended the 2014 MTV Video Music Awards. Stefani appears as a featured artist on Maroon 5's song My Heart Is Open, co-written by Sia Furler, from the band's album V, which was performed for the first time with Adam Levine and an orchestra at the 2015 Grammy Awards. Stefani also collaborated with Calvin Harris on the track Together from his album Motion. Personal life. Soon after Stefani joined No Doubt, she and bandmate Tony Kanal began dating. She stated that she was heavily invested in that relationship. Stefani commented that, "All I ever did was look at Tony and pray that God would let me have a baby with him." The band almost split up when Kanal ended the relationship. Their breakup inspired Stefani lyrically, and many of Tragic Kingdom's songs, such as Don't Speak, Sunday Morning, and Hey You, chronicle the ups and downs of their relationship. Many years later, Stefani co-wrote her song Cool about their relationship as friends for her 2004 debut solo album Love. Angel. Music. Baby. Stefani met Bush lead singer and guitarist Gavin Rossdale in 1995, when No Doubt and headlining band Bush performed at a holiday concert for radio station KROQ. They married on September 14, 2002, with a wedding in St. Paul's, Covent Garden, London. A second wedding was held in Los Angeles 2 weeks later. Stefani has 3 sons with Rossdale: Kingston, born in May 2006, Zuma, born in August 2008, and Apollo, born in February 2014. On August 3, 2015, Stefani filed for divorce from Rossdale, citing irreconcilable differences. The divorce was finalized on April 8, 2016, in which Rossdale agreed to the unequal split of their assets. Stefani announced her relationship with Blake Shelton, country music artist and The Voice co-star, in November 2015. Artistry. AXS called Stefani a powerhouse vocalist with an incredible range. The New York Times considered Stefani's vocals mannered and commended her for kick, her vibrato addiction. IGN described Stefani as having a unique vocal prowess. The Chicago Tribune stated that Stefani had a brash alto. Stefani's debut album Love, Angel, Music, Baby took influence from a variety of 1980s genres, which included electropop, new wave, dance rock, hip-hop, R&B, soul, and disco music. Stefani cited early Madonna, Lisa, Club Nouveau, Prince, New Order and The Cure as major influences for the album. Several of the album's tracks were designed for clubs, and contained electro beats meant for dancing. Referencing fashion and wealth in the album, the singer name-dropped several designers who she considered inspirations in her personal career, such as John Galliano and Vivienne Westwood. Her second studio album The Sweet Escape resembles musically its predecessor while exploring more modern pop sounds, dabbling heavily into genres such as dance pop and rap. It carried on the same themes developed in Love, Angel, Music, Baby, and was criticized for doing so. This Is What the Truth Feels Like, the singer's third album, continued Stefani's endeavors with the pop genre, while incorporating music from a variety of other genres including reggae, disco, and dancehall, as well as the use of guitars. Stefani's lyrics shifted towards events that had recently occurred in her personal life, such as her divorce from Rossdale, and new relationship with Shelton. The singer stated her album was more about forgiveness than revenge. Gwen Stefani net worth $160 million.